By far the most complex and daunting part of this build is the sponsons. So here's a quick update of where I am with the build and a few tips for the newcomers like me that may want to build a wooden boat kit. I made my building board from half of a Luan bifold closet door. I shortened it to 48 inches and I'm building on freezer paper, wax tied up so it doesn't stick. I've checked this for straightness with my metal ruler, and I found that these, either an interior door or a closet door, to be very stable and flat, and it's easy to put the pins in the Luan faces. These are called pin clamps. It's just a molded plastic piece. It fits snug on the pins. It's easy to push the pins into the Luan face of the board, and then you push them down to clamp your wood to the board. That way you get no holes in your wood. I've taken these off the board a couple of times after I tacked the plywood, the laser cut plywood pieces together with CA, made sure they were square. I epoxied all the top seams that I could reach, and then I took it off the board to do all the seams underneath. I've let the epoxy cure overnight between each step. So everything pinned to the board, I epoxied the top seams, and that set overnight. And then after I pulled them off to epoxy the bottom seams, I pinned them back on the board and let that sit overnight. Now I have all the basswood strips epoxied in, top and bottom. There's the bottom strips. The basswood strips were the most challenging part of this. There's quite a bit of curve to the top strips. So I've pinned the bottom ones, push the pins right through the birch plywood to hold the bend. And the top ones, I use these clamps. Next part of the build will be sheeting. There's all the sheeting. I'll remove the sponsons from the board again. I'll have to sand all the surfaces flat to receive the plywood. Put the bottom pieces on and these side pieces, and then I'll weight them down flat on the board again, let that cure overnight. The bottom and side sheeting will be the final step on the board. I'll have to still deal with carbon fiber on the bottom, on the inside, epoxy. Coat the inside with epoxy for added strength. It'll be with the acid brushes. Carbon fiber on the bottoms, and hardwood. I have to put some hardwood blocks or aluminum on the inside for bolting the turn fin on, and then I'll be doing the top sheeting, which is another big challenge in this build. You can see the top sheeting is going to involve a double bend lengthwise and from side to side. So there's the update of my wood kit build.